Hi there, I'm your English coach, Christina, and welcome to Speak English with Christina, where you'll learn about American culture and business know-how to become confident in English. Conferences are a great opportunity to network and grow your business or excel in your industry. However, many of my students have told me that they feel shy at conferences. This, combined with speaking English rather than the language that they feel more confident in, can make things extra difficult. For some people, their shyness and language confidence may prevent them from going to conferences, missing out on educational and fun networking opportunities because you feel too shy. Well, that's tragic to me. And that's why I created this episode. I hope that the tools and strategies that I share today will help those of you suffering from shyness to feel more confident at conferences. So if you're shy and it prevents you from doing the things that can help your career or business evolve, this episode is for you. Let's go. If you're attending a conference, you need your small talk skills up to speed. And that's why I'm creating a new course to help you master social situations and everyday conversations in your professional life. It teaches you how to socialize with confidence and build up those important personal and professional relationships, to get techniques to make you a good conversationalist, as well as understand cultural differences on a deeper level. If you're ready to network like a pro and improve your social skills for your next conference, then try the course. In as little as 20 minutes a day, you can feel confident in American English at your next conference. And there's a link in the show notes with more information about the course. Going to a conference can be intimidating, especially if the room is full of strangers. But the internet is a great tool for shy people. A big fear for many introverts is walking up to someone that they don't know and striking up a conversation. However, meeting people online is much easier than meeting them in person for the first time. If you're shy, I suggest that you get active online. Make contacts before the conference. That way you already know their names, where they work, and a bit about their personality. When you attend the conference, guess what? It won't feel like you're introducing yourself to 50 strangers. Now that you have the names and a personal rapport with some of the attendees, it'll feel like you're attending an event with friends. It can be intimidating to join a group of people who are already talking at a conference. So instead, try to arrive early and sit at an empty table. It's much easier to have people join you rather than you join a large group. Each time someone joins your table, introduce yourself and make a little small talk. For example, hi, my name's Christina. This is my first time at the conference. How about you? Or, no, this seat isn't taken. Please have a seat. My name's Christina. And then let them introduce themselves. And then you can say something about what you do. Like, so, I help people speak American English with more confidence. What do you do? And you see, you go back and forth in a conversation, not a monologue. Many conferences offer a pre-conference. And I know you're probably thinking, why would you want to put yourself through 2 conferences instead of 1? But hear me out. These may be classes, workshops, or mixers and social events before the actual conference starts. If you're shy, consider joining a pre-conference activity. The group will likely be much smaller, and less intimidating. You may also be distracted by another focus, especially if it's a class, and this may take the pressure off of making small talk. Instead, conversations can flow naturally based on the subject that you're learning together. And with a bit of practice, when the conference begins, you will already have a small group of people that you know and you can talk to easily. Joining a group of people already in a groove talking can be very intimidating. So I suggest eavesdropping. Well, not exactly. If there's a group of people already talking and you'd like to join that group, first approach the group. Listen to their conversation and then slowly start contributing to it as you find something to say, even if it's just a short contribution or a question. The goal is to jump in the conversation in a polite way and become part of the group. And this isn't rude. In fact, this is usually how conference conversations start. The group that you just joined will be very happy to hear your contributions, even if you have your accent. While extroverts replenish their energy during social encounters, introverts, like me, need some alone time to recharge. And there isn't a right or wrong way about this, no, but take the time throughout the conference to replenish your energy so that you don't become stressed, overwhelmed, or irritable. No. And to do so, just find a quiet place at the conference where you can have some personal time. You may take a short 15-minute walk alone, or find a tranquil, out-of-the-way spot where you won't be interrupted. Or go grab a coffee, but away from the conference venue where everyone else will be. If someone tries to make a conversation during your personal time, you can give an excuse for wanting to be alone, like, hey, would you mind if we catch up later? I just need to check some work emails. Of course, that works if you have your phone or your computer with you. Or, can we maybe meet later? I just need to take care of a few work calls. Again, make sure you've got your phone if you want to be credible there. Of course, you can also just be honest and say, I'd love to talk a bit later, but I just need some quiet time to recharge if you don't mind. No offense, I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed here. And while Americans tend to celebrate sociability, many people will probably understand, and they may even be jealous that you had the courage to admit that you needed some time alone. Set small, achievable goals for yourself. And this may be as simple as introducing yourself to one person before 11 a.m. I know I'm not wearing a watch. Before 11 a.m. at the conference. Or you may try to find someone else at the conference who you suspect may also be shy. You know, another possible goal is to sit down with someone who's eating their breakfast or lunch alone. And you can use this opportunity to find out more about them. For example, you could say, "Hi, may I join you?" if you want to sit with the person. Or, "What brings you to the conference?" Or, "So how many of these conferences have you been to?" If you set small, achievable goals like this one, by the end of the conference, you will be acquaintances with many people at the conference. And those quick little waves from across the room, the duration of the conference will really boost your confidence. You know, people on TV, they always seem so confident, don't they? Wouldn't you want to be that person who can just stroll up to a stranger and say, "Oh, hi, I'm Christina. What's your name?" Well, what if you pretended to be that person just this once on conference day. You can play the role of a socially confident English speaker. Because after all, a lot of this is in your head. So just play a different role for today and imagine you've got that confidence and try it out. And if you feel shy about your English skills, you can introduce yourself and your nationality. For example, hi, I'm Maria, and as you can hear, I'm originally from Brazil, but I've been here in New York for 3 years now. Now, I wasn't going to try to imitate a Brazilian accent there because that would just be very insulting to that beautiful accent that I do not master, but you get the point. So, here, your English skills, your accent, and your background don't hold you back. And in fact, these qualities may be what gets an interesting conversation going at a conference. So embrace your differences, embrace your accent, because they make you memorable. Now, how about you? Have you been to a conference before? And was it difficult to strike up or to start a conversation and make small talk? If you have any tips for others, particularly those who may be shy, please share them in the comments below. And if you've been a student of American English for years now and you still feel awkward making small talk, check out my new course designed to help you master social situations and everyday conversations in your professional life. The link for more information is below in the show notes. So thank you for learning with Speak English with Christina, and I'll see you next time.